What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another NerdyMark Chronicles. I haven't done these in a very long time, but it is finally time to break out this series once again. I am actually on my way to go watch Avengers Endgame. I'm going to meet a friend of mine over there, and we're going to watch it together. So, I'm going to take you guys along with me. However, the next time I vlog or pull out the camera, I'll be at the theater because I don't want to vlog and drive, okay? So, with that being said, let's get started on today's vlog. Okay, so I have just reached the theater, as you can see behind me. I know you can't really see it that well, but I'm finally here. I'm finally gonna meet the person that I'm going to watch the movie with after a very long time. So I'm excited for that. Yeah, so let's go in, guys. Let's just go ahead and go in. So I'll see you guys inside. All about everyone. We are officially in the end game. Okay, so as I mentioned, my friend is right here. Do you want to say hi?
Hi.
What's your name? We don't know who you are.
Emily. Should I give them my last name? Do I want to give out that sensitive information?
It's up to you. I mean,
I think we'll wait and
Emily's
see how this
fine.
goes. Yeah,
Emily's fine. We've met in high school, so we were just caught up and everything. And
you know, I was just thinking about this. We met in a theater class.
We did.
And
it's all full circle now. Yeah, this is cool. Are you excited though?
I am. I'm very excited.
All right, fantastic. All right, let's just go in now.
3 hours later.
All right, so this is the spoiler review portion of the vlog. Yes, we are sitting in my car because I don't know why. Because I don't want to. You said why, but I don't want to talk about it. But
what? What are you talking about?
No, you said your car was a mess or something.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why did you have to say that?
I know. I'm just trying to be stupid and funny at the same time.
Oh,
That's
okay.
the problem. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, so why don't you tell me what did you think about the movie overall?
It's a lot to unpack.
Okay.
I really liked it.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so to start, can we just go right into it?
Yeah, just say what you want to say.
Because obviously I liked it. I mean, it's a Marvel movie. Of course I liked it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and sorry, spoilers by the way. These are all spoilers.
Spoilers.
So if you didn't watch Avengers Endgame, well, it's your funeral. So.
Or just save this to your YouTube watch list.
Yeah, you can do
go
that.
Back to it.
Yeah, you can do that, but that's the thing. I mean, it's up to them if they want to still watch it. Maybe some of them just don't care sometimes.
Well, they should care.
They should, but you know there are crazies out there.
Yeah, I mean.
Anyway, so
you got him, you got me. Why wouldn't you want to watch it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, so what were you saying again?
So okay, to start, I hope I don't take all your talking points.
No, you're fine.
We didn't discuss this. We're not the professional, but we rehearsed it. So.
Right.
We were distracted dealing with our seat, trying to. We went to the trouble.
Go there. Right.
We didn't tell them, by the way. We still need to tell them.
Yeah.
So my seat didn't recline, and that was all I wanted. I just wanted a reclining seat, and so we were dealing with that, and everything was happening. Some of my food fell, and then all of a sudden
that
the
was
movie.
Me.
Well, it's okay, but the movie just started, and we're like, "Is this it?" Because it was
because it started with Clint and his family, just playing around, and then all of a sudden they just disappear and they turn into ash.
Yeah, and we're just like, I guess it's starting
yeah. It's like,
now.
oh Jesus,
So
it's like, it was. I think the start of the movie was just really. I like how it was so abrupt in a sense of how it started, just because it was like, I mean, it felt almost like a commercial. In the beginning, because Jeremy Renner's playing with his kids, and then all of a sudden his kids are dust. And why are people texting me?
You're so popular.
I am. So anyway, but yeah, that was a pretty cool moment. Not cool. It was like, whoa. So that was weird. That's so weird.
I mean, it was an interesting way, because I expected, like all of the other, I think most of the other movies, and they started off just like full force, coming in hot, like you're just in the middle of it, but instead it was kind of like a different lead-in.
Yeah, so. I guess since it is like the big culmination of everything, they had to kind of start off in a much more different way than how they usually do, and then Yeah, I mean, I don't want. We're not gonna talk about like everything, the whole story, because again, you should just watch the movie. But I mean, or you should have watched the movie because it's a spoiler.
Before you watch this, yeah.
Yeah.
Warning now.
Sorry. Let's just. No, we're keeping all this in, by the way. So anyway, there we go. That's actually better. It looks better. So anyway, so yeah, I mean, for me, I think the one that was, and we can skip between. You know, I know it's not exactly going to be in chronological order. We can keep skipping back and forth between.
There are no rules.
Yeah, no, there
There's
are no rules. No. Oh God, you're making me laugh. All right, yeah, it's gonna be a long review. So, what did you think about how did you think about the fact that Thanos died so early?
Oh, okay, yeah. So it was like we were both going, oh, okay, well,
yeah, we were about to leave. We were just about to leave. We're like, okay, so
10 minutes.
Oh, 3. This is 3 hours. Oh, cool, man. I got this, man. I go home and play Fortnite now. I don't play Fortnite anyway. But yeah, like that was crazy, and then of course, obviously, 5 years later, they're still. The thing is, like, even though Thanos is gone, you could still kind of feel like the repercussions of his actions. You could still kind of his presence is still there. So it's like, well, he's not truly gone because like his, for lack of a better word, his legacy is pretty much still lives on, and which is basically just the decimation of planet Earth. So that was crazy.
And I felt like until they came up with a plan to try to undo what he did, I felt so unsettled. I was like, okay, this is a comic book series. We don't let people stay dead. Come on, let's save our friends.
At least you're not supposed to, yeah. Oh yeah, but yeah. So Loki is still dead, by the way.
I was trying to figure that out.
Yeah, Loki's still dead. Scarlet Johansson is still dead. Well, Black Widow still dead. We'll talk about that in a sec. But yeah, I mean, I think that was pretty cool though, like, because it basically became like a heist film towards like the second hour, because like when they make all this whole, first of all, they call it time heist, the whole plan, and they basically went to go back in time, which is a big no in the rules of quantum physics. They went back in time and decided, oh, you know what, we're gonna steal all the stones, and that was because that was pretty awesome actually, just because now even when they were going to steal the Tesseract, the big blue cube, like Loki went away with the Tesseract, and the thing is, but they of course they still went back to like the 70s and got the Tesseract there, but now that makes me wonder what's going to happen. Is that I feel that that's going to definitely factor in to future Marvel movies, because Loki has a Tesseract too, and now he can come back and try to do what he tried to do all over again.
So you don't think it's going to be the end?
No, not at all.
Okay. I was going to say, I mean, I don't want it to be.
I don't think so.
It felt very final at the end of the movie. Big spoiler, Tony Stark dies.
Yeah.
And they're having his funeral, and they're showing every single person that you've probably ever seen in the movies, and it's like, oh, it's so final. It's so sad.
I think it's like, see, I think I said this one time in one of my discussion videos. Every single phase of the Marvel movies, from phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, which I'll explain to you off camera, but because you were asking me about that one once, right? Don't they have different phases?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but like, phase 1 felt like a one season. Each of these different chunks of movies felt like different seasons. So it's almost like the end of a season. And in TV shows sometimes, like, throughout different seasons, there's like one big villain, and they finally kill him or her off, and then it's
another villain comes along. Yeah.
Like, for example, again, I talked about this, and I know you haven't watched the show, but like, for example, in like Dragon Ball Z, when you have, and they'll understand, in Dragon Ball Z, when there was like the Perfect Cell arc, it was a whole arc of Perfect Cell, because he went through many different forms to his final evolution, and then finally when he died, it felt like the end when Gohan, blasted the Kamehameha onto Cell. It felt very final, but then we had the Boo saga, and then Dragon Ball GT and Dragon Ball Super now. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of how it felt.
I concur.
Right? No, I'm saying in the sense. Well, okay. Well, I mean, maybe a show that you've seen, which had like a big villain, and then he, got killed, with not in one season, but like in consecutive seasons.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I get you.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Right. So, what else do should we say then? Because now, I mean, of course, you mentioned that Tony Stark dies, but he kind of did it, kind of just finally doing for the greater good, I guess. Because they do. Oh yeah. Well, we have to talk about Hulk, because Hulk is now fused with Bruce Banner, which is awesome, and that does actually happen in the comics. So that's actually a thing that happens. But Bruce Banner is with the Hulk. What do you feel about that, though?
I mean, it was interesting.
Yeah.
I have mixed feelings about it. I mean, it's not like horrible. It doesn't. It's like.
But you would rather be them to be two different entities. Is that what you're saying?
No, I mean, actually, if you think about it, I think it's better that he can fully control himself and not just like be a bull in a china cabinet and destroy everything, good or bad.
Yeah.
But I guess I'm coming from a weird standpoint of thinking about, like, if he tries to have a girlfriend or something, how's she gonna feel about dating this big green giant? Can he not go back to his normal human self? Is that shallow?
I can make a really bad joke now.
No, don't go there.
No, we're not gonna go.
No. This is clean.
Yeah.
This is a clean family channel.
Yeah.
Is it? I don't know.
Yeah, it is. So if Tim Farley and John Kearns of Armbar Audio are watching this, you may understand the joke. But anyway, they're two friends of mine. Anyway.
Oh, I see.
But but I just thought it was kind of interesting that they had Hulk, because in Infinity War he could not get the Hulk to come out at all. Like, he kept on trying to get angry, and Hulk basically was scared of Thanos. That's kind of what it was.
Okay, so I was like, why? Okay, so at the beginning of the movie, he still can't come out. He's using the robot
Hulkbuster. It's called the Hulkbuster.
Sure, that. He's using that in replace of his Hulk guy, and that's not the way people say it.
That's
but
okay.
anyway,
Yeah.
And
this is raw and uncut.
because that's how we do this.
Right.
Up in here.
Okay.
But anyway, so we jump, like, what? It was 5 years later.
5 years later, after Thanos died.
Yeah, and then he comes out, and now he's himself, and I'm just like, okay, so you went from not being able to be Hulk at all to being able to be this perfect fusion of Bruce Banner and Hulk.
I mean, 5 years is a long time.
Yeah.
And I think he kind of learned finally. He kind of said he's basically kind of made peace with the fact that he's going to be the Incredible Hulk forever. And like, he's said, you know what? Instead of fighting it, I might as well embrace it.
Yeah.
So so who cares? It's fine. I mean, and then it was cool, like, watching him take selfies with all the kids. That was actually nice. Actually,
it was really cute.
He had this big old bowl of scrambled eggs too, and
I didn't notice the scrambled eggs.
Yeah, he pushed them to him, and he's like, "Here, have some eggs."
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah.
There's a lot. There's just so much happening. But,
and then I guess we should talk about Thor. That was pretty awesome. That was funny. Thor and Hulk are more or less the comic relief for this movie, actually. Well, more so Thor, just because, like, so Thor is the one who chops off Thanos' head, because he was supposed to have gone for the head, and then he thinks he's rectified his mistake, but that still kind of, like, the repercussions of Thanos' actions, you can see, are still haunting Thor, and he is very, emotionally kind of distraught about it, so much so that he lives off of beer and pizza and Fortnite, and kind of builds his own little kingdom, which was pretty cool. He built, like, his own kind of new, like, a new Asgard.
He was wallowing.
Yeah, he was.
That wasn't Asgard. That was
No, but, like, no, it was new. It was called New Asgard, the place that he was in, and he's, like, the king. So that was weird.
You mean his little den where he was playing video games?
Mm-hmm. That's supposed to be, like, that whole area is called New Asgard.
Okay.
Yeah, I know it's weird, but and it's not what you do, but I mean, in 5 years, and then he gets out, and he's out. You're just mad that Chris Hemsworth lost his lovely six-pack, okay? That's... I know,
no,
I'm just kidding.
That's not what this is about at all.
Okay, why don't you enlighten us then?
I just think that's that's not... I wouldn't applaud somebody for handling grief that way.
Oh, I'm not applauding him. I'm just telling you that's what he's doing, you know?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not applauding him. I'm just saying, yeah, well... And that's kind of what Hulk and Rocket go to do, just to kind of talk some sense into the man. And then, like, I loved how when, you know, because they have to go back in time, in certain instances in time, to bring the Infinity Stones back, and we're not gonna go through, like, every single team and what happens, but, you know, one of the teams is Rocket and Hulk, and, you know, Hulk is, you know, seeing his mother, and he knows that she's gonna die that day, and he's...
You mean Thor?
Thor, I'm sorry.
I was like, what?
I'm sorry. Thor,
okay.
right. So he sees that, you know, his mother's gonna die that day, and he's like, I can't do this. You know, so that was but I kind of liked that it added another layer to his character. You know, I just thought it did. I mean, I don't know about you. I don't know what you thought about that. But.
It definitely did, and being totally honest, I lost my mom about a year ago. And
no, sorry for your loss.
Yeah, and it kind of was like therapeutic in a way, seeing him get to talk to his mom.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of like, that's kind of what I imagine it'll be like one day if I get to see her again, not getting into religion and everything, but I do imagine I'll see her again someday, and I kind of see it like that, where you're just at peace with it, you know?
Yeah, I understand, yeah. By the way, sorry for your loss, as I mentioned,
you.
but yeah, so, but as far as like that goes, just the fact that they did steal all the Infinity Stones finally, and, you know, and Nebula, you know, she's like, it's so weird because now Thanos, when they're in the same, you know, vicinity as Thanos, you know, Nebula and War Machine are, you know, or War Patriot, whatever his name is, you know, the other Iron Man, the gray Iron Man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's weird when he's like gray, he's War Machine, but when he's wearing like the colors of the American flag, he's War Patriot. You know, go figure.
I didn't know.
Anyway, yeah, it's whatever, but War Machine sounds cooler. Anyway,
It does.
But yeah, War Machine and Nebula go to the planet where Thanos resides, along with Nebula and Gamora, the old Nebula. And, you know, it's weird, like both Nebulas from both instances in time, they both can kind of see each other's memories, you know, through her eye, that was weird. Was that a little confusing?
It was so confusing. I'm like, wait, hold on, is this the old Nebula or the current Nebula?
That was there. That was there, and also, like, just the fact that it is time travel, it's usually very confusing.
And I'm also like, I want to know what caused her, and also Gamora, because as you can see in the movie, Gamora was also kind of doing her father's bidding as well. So I want to know, like, what was it point in time where they changed?
Yeah, this was I think before, like, so the reason why Gamora's, you know, helping her dad, it was before he
raised her.
No, this was before, like, the Guardians of the Galaxy thing.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, and the thing is, like, you know, I think she makes it kind of evident that, you know, she's kind of always wanted to stop him in the back, because, like, in the beginning she's kind of like doing his bidding, you know, like, yes, father, anything you say, father. And then I think when the time is right, she wanted to strike. That was kind of Gamora's MO, like, from the beginning.
Okay.
And, you know, and then that's kind of why she did what she did. Like, in the towards the end, where they have the big, huge climactic fight, which was fantastic. She captured the present day Nebula, but she then helps her out, and she says, okay, I want to help you stop Thanos, because so it kind of shows, like, oh wait, she's been wanting to stop him all this time, you know. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, that was interesting. I mean, yeah, the time travel thing, I do agree with you, it was very confusing, but time travel in itself, it always is, and also will rupture the space-time continuum, so you don't mess with time travel. And, you know, I know I'm getting very nerdy for you here, but that's okay.
No,
right? Is that okay? Or?
It's totally okay.
Okay.
I mean, your channel is called the NerdyMark, so
yeah. And then you should see me when I talk about wrestling.
I have.
Okay. No, you should be in the same vicinity as me when we're watching, like, a wrestling match.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we need to do that. We need you to react to a wrestling match. Anyway, well, some other time. But What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, so then we have the big climactic battle. After all the stones are collected, we have all that big climactic fight where finally, Hulk snaps the fingers with the kind of, I guess, makeshift Infinity Gauntlet that Iron Man creates, which was cool because it just completely, he puts it on his arm. It looks like this big in Hulk's hand, and he's putting it on, and it's like, and it grows gradually onto his arm, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, I was looking at it going, is that gonna fit?
Exactly. Yeah, that was me too. Then I was like, oh wait, this is Tony Stark.
Yeah.
He builds stuff like that. Yeah. No, what did you want to say anything at all about anything?
Trying to think. It's hard to like remember all the stuff.
You just saw the movie?
No, I mean, like, there's just so much to process.
No,
it was a lot, and it was long, and it was long.
It was long, but you know what? It went by pretty fast.
It did. I wasn't like okay, movie. I'm bored. Yeah, no. Yeah.
Like, as someone who's watched Bollywood movies all his life, and I'm telling you, like, Bollywood movies, like the norm is about 2.5 hours, and like there are movies that go on for like 3 hours, and I've watched some of them, and I'm just like, yeah, I mean, I could have sat through it, but it went by like that, and I love that. I have to thank the Russo brothers for doing that, giving us that pacing, and I was like you said, I wasn't bored at all. I just felt like I was like, this is fantastic. I was like, oh my god, what's gonna happen next? Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm just trying to think. I'm just trying like I had a lot of thoughts.
It's okay. It's okay.
You just speak while I think.
Yeah, that's okay. So, and then one thing I did want to say is like, so during that big battle, everybody does finally come back because Hulk used the makeshift gauntlet with the Infinity Stones in it to snap his fingers, and everyone comes back in that big, huge battle, which was awesome. The battle itself was fantastic. I loved every minute of it, and I don't know about you. I don't know if you liked it at all.
I at all. It was okay. No, it was really good, and I love like I said. I think I said this already. I like seeing all of the characters come together. I think it was like a good tribute to all that Marvel has been, and you see all of these characters, and it's just like, oh my god, like just this huge universe of heroes.
Yeah, it's like because it really puts the MCU or the Marvel Cinematic Universe into like perspective. And I loved. So apparently Captain America is worthy of Thor's hammer.
Yeah. That was. Well, I was like, what? People audibly were like, oh yeah, in the theater. It was really funny.
That was awesome. I loved it myself. Personally, I thought it was fantastic and it was super badass. And it kind of reminded me of in The Force Awakens when Rey first uses the Force to capture that lightsaber. I don't know if you saw Force Awakens, but you didn't. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. But no, I
have some catching up to do.
It's okay. You're not a Star Wars fan? Or?
No, I am. That's a whole nother discussion. Okay. I just don't know where to start. I think I'm just going to have to start with whatever's available on Netflix because I'm not rich and I'm not.
Or that. Okay. I mean, there are other ways to do it besides Netflix. But anyway, we'll talk about that.
Are they legal?
We'll talk off camera. We'll talk off camera. No, but what was I saying? Oh yeah. So Thor's hammer can be wielded by Captain America. That was pretty cool. There was even a scene where Captain America catches Stormbreaker and Thor catches Mjolnir, and he looks at him. He's like, "Nope, give me that. You get the small one."
You get the small one.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. And actually, it reminded me a lot of like that whole battle did remind me of like a scene from Lord of the Rings. Just because like the big battles, if like especially. Like in Return of the King. I don't know if you saw that one, but you didn't see.
It's been a long time since I've seen those movies.
Okay.
Stop trying to like shame me.
No, I'm not. I am not. I hand to God, I'm not.
Nerd shaming.
Yeah. Okay.
Hashtag nerd shaming. I'm making that a thing.
Oh, this video is gonna get a lot of views. Thanks to you, actually. Thanks to you. No, seriously, I'm not even being sarcastic. I'm being honest. No, that was some nice little nuances there. That was cool. But yeah, so I guess how did Tony Stark die? Why don't you tell everybody how Tony Stark?
I get the honor.
Yes, you do. Because that was a vivid thing that you remember.
So he basically just the glove.
Yeah.
Is like So he used it to fix everything, and then it just, like, it was so powerful, it pretty much just did them in, right?
Yeah. And no, like, they played hot potato with the Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah,
but it was actually a good game of hot potato, because it was like, it was a much more glorified game, actually, of hot potato. Not even, that was cool, though. I liked it. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
And then finally, Thanos gets a taste of his own medicine, and he turns into dust. So he's done. And then, like you said, Captain America, Iron Man dies. Captain America goes back in time again and places the stones back where they belong. And then he comes back and he's an old man. He's a grandpa.
And at first I was like, are you kidding me? And then I was like, oh, he got to be with his woman. And
that was very good. I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
I liked it too. I agree. You know what I first thought it was going to be like, because when they showed the back of Captain America, I thought it was gonna be Steve Rogers when he was like super skinny and before he got injected with steroids, basically.
Nah.
I was like, wait, why? Wow, that makes no sense. Then I turned, I was like, oh, okay, he's old. And then now Falcon is gonna be the new Captain America, so that's pretty cool. Which kind of sucks. I thought he would have given it to his boyfriend. Friend Bucky, but. No, that's by the way, that's the joke. That's a running joke. I know,
that's why I rolled my eyes, because I got it. And I was like,
it's a running joke on my channel. I'm gonna, like, I keep doing that. I'm just like, I even told you, I was like, just kiss already.
I mean, if you're into that sort of thing.
I mean, I'm okay, fine, but no, like, just the way that they are always like, just look, the way they look at each other. I'm just like, okay, are y'all gonna kiss or something?
I mean,
go for it. I don't care, but hey, I don't discriminate. Go for it. I don't care. But anyway, so. But that was cool, though. That was interesting that they're doing kind of a passing the torch for Captain America, which is good, because fresh faces, fresh characters, that's what you need,
Speaking of Bucky, I was really confused at why there were certain characters.
Okay, yeah, sorry about that, folks. Yeah, technical difficulties and whatnot, my technology these days. Anyway, so what were you saying?
So I was kind of surprised that there were some characters like Bucky, who else am I trying to think of? Like Captain Marvel, even. I expected to see a lot more of her in the movie. I was kind of disappointed. I wanted to see, like, everybody really, really coming together, not just, like, cameo scenes here and there.
Yeah, I mean, I understand where you're coming from, but, like, at the same time, it is a big movie, and there's, like you said, a huge ensemble cast, so everyone needs, like, some time. But I understand where you're coming from. I feel you on that.
Like Black Panther. Come on. I think he should have been in there more. I just do.
Hell, even Doctor Strange. Honestly.
Yeah.
I love Doctor Strange. You know what? He's one of the more, in my opinion, is an underrated Avenger. I love Doctor Strange. And, this is another reference that you're probably not going to get, but, like, Doctor Strange becomes a waterbender in this. So, there's, like, a bunch of, like a flood basically coming in.
Oh.
And he, like, kind of does the thing with
the water. Is that a new power for him? I didn't realize that.
I know he can always do it. I don't think he did it much in the Doctor Strange movie or even in Infinity War. Like, this is the first time I've seen him actually, like, bending elements, much like in the show Avatar. So, I'm not talking about
I've seen the movie.
Thank God. All right. No. Wait, no, not the one with the little blue. Okay.
I know I know that doesn't count for you, but
which one? The
movie they made.
The one with the blue people? No.
Do they not all have blue people?
No. It's a different one. Okay, that's fine.
Well, at least I know what you're talking about.
Okay, so that's fine. That's fine. All right. It's okay. But look, I don't. But in all honesty, it's fine. I don't care whether you know about it or not. Yeah. I don't discriminate. Like I said, I don't discriminate. We don't discriminate on this channel. Anyway, I mean, part of it's supposed to be educational, too. Anyway, so I don't know. And then what else do we need to talk? So yeah, by the way, there is no post-credit scene, which kind of sucks in a way. Yeah, I'll let you go off on this.
I'm just raring to go.
Yes.
Yeah, I was really, really disappointed about that. I expected something. I know we're not trying to lead up to more movies, but I mean, there could have just been something. Like, just another, this is what this person's doing with their life now or something. And we were talking to somebody that was sitting next to us, and they said that their friend heard there was something at the end, and then he said it was like just a sound.
Yeah, and it was a sound. It was just like a hammer hitting like an anvil or something like that. So I don't know what that could mean. Maybe it's like I mentioned, Loki with that Tesseract, and he's fashioning a new scepter.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but I don't want to see him as the villain again.
Yeah, no, I like him as a hero.
I mean,
or not a hero,
anti-hero, but no, I don't want to see him as like the big bad.
Yeah,
like Thanos level bad. Like if you're gonna do that, you gotta get someone as powerful as Thanos.
Mm-hmm.
And
his old name's now. So.
Yeah, and like it has to be so. Like there's a villain named Galactus.
Mm-hmm.
He's basically known as like the devourer of worlds. So he actually literally feeds on like planets. That's like his food. So
yum.
Yeah, I know. I would actually like to see that. I think, again, this is something I mentioned in my discussion video, but I would like to see that. But anyway, I don't know what's going to be next for the Avengers. I think there are going to be more movies because Spider-Man Far From Home is still coming out. We have James Gunn is coming back to direct the third Guardians of the Galaxy movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, along with Suicide Squad as well. So that's going to be cool.
Interesting.
Yeah. So he's got a pretty good deal. He's like DC and Marvel are giving him checks. That's awesome. Anyway, overall, so what did you think of the film as a whole?
I thought it was great. I was a little worried it wouldn't live up to the hype, and I think it did.
It did, absolutely, yeah. Yeah. I mean, one very important thing is we're both spoiler proof now, which is awesome.
We're spoiler proof?
Yes, because now we can go and read all the articles and all the blogs.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, look, see, it may not matter to you, but it really matters to me because it's like because I've been wanting to watch this movie, and I was like, oh no, I can't read anything, or I didn't even watch like a spoiler-free review because I was afraid that there was going to be some plot points that they were going to talk about. Yeah. But anyway, so that's just I guess that's kind of it, really. Or did you want to say anything else? Or?
I think we're good.
Yeah, no, we're good. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you have watched Infinity War, Endgame, yeah, I'm sure you watched Infinity War because you should have watched it anyway. But yeah, leave all your thoughts in the comments below what you thought about Endgame and whatnot. And do you want to plug your social media at all, or no? Okay. You don't have social media?
I mean, I do, but I'm still working on it.
Okay, that's fine. We'll probably once you work on it, we'll come back to this video and I'll update.
Yeah, I'll put it in the description.
I will do that. Yes,
there we go.
I will do that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Emily, thank you so much for joining me. This was fun. I hope to do this again. Actually, sometime.
I would love to.
But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. If you liked what you see, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Follow me and her on social media. Tell your friends about the NerdyMark. Thank you for your support. This is Sid and Emily signing off. You guys take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.